So, today will be, this is part 2 of What If Africa Had a Civil War. If you have not watched, the other part, part 1, I recommend you go do that now. And let's get started. So, I forgot to do supporting countries. So, we have supporting countries of the blue team. That is the US. And we don't have the UK getting involved. So we have the US and Canada supporting the blue team, as the US has relations with Morocco. And that's why. But on the red, supporting the red would probably be maybe countries like Yemen, like in favor, not actually supporting, but some of them are, but a lot of them aren't. Maybe Greece, maybe Greece. But we would have China supporting the red team most likely, but they want to do business with both. So, yeah. So, we have the red team pushing back out into the Democratic Republic of Congo. We have them navally invading Madagascar, and Madagascar is not really, it's not a great country, and Botswana and South Africa can easily take them over, and the government there already doesn't have any power, so, yeah. We have much of the Central African Republic getting liberated over here, as it is really easy for them to just push up there and liberate much of it. Then we have them continuing to push in. We even have the Republic of the Congo getting pushed back. And they say they would join their side, but the red team doesn't want to really hear it, as they did betray them, so yeah. So we have all of them dying, and then we have them getting pushed back out of here. Eventually we have them pushing into Gabon, and into Equatorial Guinea. So we have them pushing back a bit. Then we have them pushing more and more into the Central African Republic, and then into Sudan a bit, even more. We have Ethiopia sending more and more of their troops up into the northwest and pushing into Eritrea until Sudan gets pushed out, and they manage to push into Sudan, capture the coast here. We have, Ethiopia, with China's support, rebuilding the dam, and then with this we have Sudan and Egypt getting a lot less water, so they want the war to end faster. But we do have them going pretty far up into bodies of water in Sudan. And if they control the water in Sudan, they can control the people, sad times. But they do manage to get pretty far, although with Nigerian Moroccan, Tanzanian, and Egyptian troops all now, because they were trying to hold on to these, like occupy these massive amounts of land. So they start to push into Gabon and the Republic of the Congo. And eventually they take back all of Gabon, all of Equatorial Guinea, and much of the Republic of the Congo. And they do get pretty far. We have them eventually pushing back the red team troops in the Central African Republic, and then we have them coming out. They do have lots of trouble with Egypt here. After occupying Kenya for so long, a puppet political figure runs there, and they are a full red team member. Same thing with Burundi and Rwanda. And we do have Ethiopia saying that Somaliland, if they join the red team, then if they join the red team, they'll give them like independence and stuff, the good stuff. So, and make sure when the peace treaty does happen that they can just, so they can be safe from Somalia. So, with this being said, we do have Ethiopia annexing all of Somalia, which the peace treaty hasn't come yet, but they're just gonna do that. So, with the political shift here, we have more and more troops trying to stop the blue team. Although this may slow down their approach, it doesn't stop it outright. So, they continue to push in, and eventually they liberate all of the Republic of the Congo. And then they take this Angolan exclave, which is kind of annoying to them, but whatever. And eventually, they get a large portion of the Democratic Republic of the Congo captured. By the way, they're not actually doing that kind of maneuver. I'm just saying, after a while, it does look something like this, as I do need to kind of speed ahead a little bit. But we do have the red team getting pushed back, although the Ethiopians and the Kenyans do manage to hold off the front line over here. Eventually, though, we have the Democratic Republic of the Congo citizens rising up and supporting the blue team. We have it all. We have large. We have the Uganda, a massive rebellion there, which actually succeeds, and they manage to meet up with the blue team troops. Then we have all of Sudan eventually being recaptured, as the South Sudan didn't really want independence at that point anymore. Just been so long that the differences weren't really there anymore, so yeah. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, but eventually we have all of the Democratic Republic of the Congo getting liberated, and with this we have them pushing into Burundi and Rwanda, and then eventually the red team says they will surrender if they are allowed to get land. So they say that's okay. And I think I'm just gonna do this thing where I just open a new image instead of trying to undo all the stuff. So yeah. So we have the first thing in the peace treaty being Somaliland. Actually, I'll just make a separate video about this. So this is part 2 of What If Africa Had a Civil War. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit short, but I'm kind of on a time crunch, so yeah. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.